Hi, my name is Simone and I'm the Zen Mommy. I help people with spiritual awakening and ascension and guiding you through the healing of the mind, body, and soul. Today, I want to talk about how to forgive a narcissist. And before I get into the subject, I want to thank all my subscribers who stay with me. And if you're new to this channel, please press the bell button and press the subscribe button and then the bell button. And the bell button will notify you of my next video. Okay, so how to forgive a narcissist. First of all, before I even get deeper into this subject, I want to give you a little history about me, especially if you're new to this channel. If you have been, with me since the beginning, then you kind of know. I came out of a narcissistic relationship at the beginning of my awakening, and I believe that was the thing that caused my awakening. And, had I not went through such a traumatic experience, it wouldn't have caused me to question things. And once I began to question things, that's when the awakening becomes to unravel. And so it's pretty much, like the Matrix, right? You can live every day in the Matrix until you start questioning the Matrix. And then once you start to question it, the universe will show you that it really doesn't make sense, how you're basically a program. You're following a system of programmed beliefs. And so when it comes to being with someone like a narcissist, that's also a system of programmed beliefs that you even ended up in a narcissistic relationship. Okay? So how to forgive a narcissist. A lot of times these narcissist people, they do something really damaging to you, really traumatizing. And it can actually destroy you, especially if it's someone you love, especially if it's a husband or a wife or a parent. And I have kids in here, so hold on a second, I'm gonna pause. Sorry about that. As I always say, Zen Mommy is a mommy. Back to the subject. So, say you got destroyed by somebody who should have loved you, who should have treated you right, who should have, say it's your spouse or your parents. And let me tell you something, a narcissistic relationship will affect you in a way where it can completely bring you down. It can completely put you in a place of pain. And if you're not evolved enough to really understand what's going on, you can suffer like that for years. So, and the reason why I want to talk about this is because I feel like I found a way to actually forgive the narcissist, which is, I found a way to really forgive this type of person in your life, and how to be able to let go and move forward and not victimize yourself of this experience that you attracted into your life. Okay, so let's see. I was married to someone with narcissistic personality disorder. I don't want to make this video about going into detail what that is, but maybe I'll make a separate video, just breaking it down so you can kind of know what you're dealing with. But a narcissist is basically a person who lacks empathy. They don't feel emotions like us. They never experience it from another person's point of view. They're often kind of like a sadist. They get joy from hurting people, not from making them feel good, like the empath. Mama. And what up? Baba. Okay, where was I at? I don't really. Okay, there we go. It's recording. I don't really. I'm by myself with the kids right now, and I know I haven't put in a video in a while. So let's get back to the subject. How to forgive a narcissist after awakening and ascension. How to evolve your consciousness from this experience of attracting a very toxic relationship or narcissist into your life. Okay? So one thing that I have learned is, number one, law of attraction principles apply to everything. So when you're looking at the narcissist, let me tell you something. My ex-husband did things that I felt like were unforgivable. And there are times where I'm like, some people are Satan. There are times that I feel that way. And you know, there are some people that do certain things that is very cruel, and you can feel like, goodness, how could this person exist? Okay, well, there's one thing that I had to understand for myself is when you talk about coming out of a narcissistic relationship, when you talk about reflecting on a narcissistic relationship for healing purposes, you need to take yourself out of victim mode. That's the number one key to forgiving the narcissist. Realize that you were not the victim, but you were more so the aggressor in the situation. Does that make sense? Well, the reason why you are the aggressor in the situation is because law of attraction principles. You match the vibration that attracted this person into your life. So a narcissist is a reflection. Anybody that comes into your life is your reflection. Anybody that comes into your experience is not only a reflection, but a lesson and a teacher to you. So therefore, when someone comes to you and treats you terribly, okay, like they hate you, because only a person that would hate somebody treats someone that bad, you have to understand that, how did I match that vibration? Okay? You match that vibration because the self-hatred you have within yourself. Now, for example, a lot of times in these toxic kind of relationships, we know that, like deep down, that it's not right, that they're not good for us, and we accept things that we should not accept. But why do you do that? Because number one, you don't value yourself enough to tell yourself, look, I deserve better. I don't deserve to be called names. I don't deserve to be manipulated. I don't deserve to be controlled, treated bad, right? But you didn't stand up and make that stand for yourself. You didn't protect your own soul. You said, oh, maybe this person will change. Maybe it's me. You fell into the manipulation, because a lot of times the narcissist, they will twist the situation and make you feel bad. You have to understand that the first narcissist you need to deal with is yourself. Is that you have now met a vibration where you've attracted a toxic person to your experience to treat you as bad as you treat yourself. To treat you like, put it like this. Anybody that you attract in your life, especially for a narcissistic relationship, the love that you bring into your life is the same amount of love that you love to yourself. So I look back when I was with my ex, how I had grave low self-esteem. And after him, I met another narcissist, and that's another thing. So if you don't completely forgive the narcissist, and when I say forgive the narcissist, I mean forgive yourself. If you don't completely understand that, okay, my ex or this person has come into my life because I matched this lower vibration about myself. And so now you have to understand that this person, this narcissistic person, is almost like an angel in disguise. They came here to teach you a valuable lesson. I'm sorry. These interruptions, I might have to scrap this video, but I'm going to try. I closed the door this time. We'll see how that works. So, I looked at this. Okay, so I had a narcissistic ex. I had a couple of them because I didn't really understand the concept of self-love, and I didn't understand that because I didn't love myself, I kept attracting men in my life that didn't love me back. And also, let's see. Hold up. Okay, now I remember. So I want to tell a story. Okay, so I had a really toxic narcissist guy. I mean, one that just was completely damaging, that destroyed me in so many ways. When I look back on that person, I don't even recognize who I was to even accept that type of treatment. But I had my awakening, and I met another guy. And see, I raised my vibration from that lower vibration situation, and I thought for sure this next guy who was claiming to be spiritual was, that this is it. I found, somebody that was special. But the truth is, my issues were still unchecked about my self-love and my self-worth. And so during that relationship, although he seemed to be better, he was silently attacking me in my self-worth. And the constant situations that he was putting me in, I just really started to hate myself. And I was just like, am I not good enough? And I started to see that. And it took me through the past year, last year is really when I was in this relationship. It took me through a whole journey of realizing why in the heck I attracted this man or these type of men. And now that I understand it, I feel like I can help people with this. And so I didn't really get it, right? That, this person I was with, they had more of the attitude that they thought they were better than everybody else. And they were superior because of their race, and because they had money and had this business, and they treated everyone, their employees, friends, everyone like they were just second-class citizens. And so after I got out of that situation, I had some friends I met through him, which was a coworker. We worked for him together. And, okay, sorry about that. Last time. I locked the door. Anyways, so I went through like a serious journey, and if you've been watching my videos, you know that I talked about this relationship a lot in my videos because it was such a learning experience that I wanted to share this with people. That, what to look for, what you're going through, how this is like my whole journey has been like this self-reflection. Well, from time to time again, I've had people be like, you talk about narcissists too much. You're putting negative energy. Why are you always talking about your exes? Well, I've had people, other YouTubers, tell me I shouldn't do it. And, oh, we know that you got your viewers from starting off like that. And I, I was listening to people, and I stopped, kind of talking about it. And I realized one thing that, you can't always, you have to trust yourself and your own intuition. And if I believe that this is still a serious message to be talked about, especially during Awakening and Ascension. Having a narcissistic relationship is a gift. It is the gift to help you realize your self-worth. And so I had an employee friend that we worked for the same person come to me for some help, some energy healing type help. And he still worked for the same guy. And he was telling me like how he, made him feel less than a person and the way he treated him. And this is the first thing I said. I said, look, I said, this person I believe that this person's purpose is to help people realize their self-worth. So if your self-worth is low enough, you attract a person like him into your life. And it sounds horrible. It sounds hard, things you go to. You have to understand, we have soul contracts prior to coming into this life here. And with those soul contracts, if we get too far off course, if we start having like self-worth issues, self-love, we have a contract with an individual soul that signed up to be a narcissist, that came in and met you, probably made you fall in love. Maybe they were your parents. And they work on you in the most negative way that you want to hate them. But the truth is, you have to really internalize it and understand that you got off course in your self-worth and self-love. So now the universe has sent in a messenger to come help you. And so when I started to look at it that way, I began to forgive the narcissist, because I had to, and it is hard though, you look at that, but you have to understand you are the creator of your reality. Everything in your experience is something you created, whether you believe it or not. Everything is law of attraction. When Tesla said, if you want to know the mysteries of the universe, think about energy, vibration, and frequency. Okay, this is the secrets of the universe. Everything connects through energies, vibration, and frequency. So there's no toxic situation or no person who did a terrible deed to you that wasn't something that you didn't match. So when you look at a narcissistic relationship, you have to understand, I've matched this relationship. And if you're in one now, you have to understand, okay, why am I matching it? You need to start examining, why don't I love myself? You might be with somebody, and sometimes you're in a relationship and you think, well, what if I don't get anyone else? That's low self-esteem. Okay, I'm here to tell you that right now. The moment you raise your vibration and truly love yourself, I know for a fact that love is going to be returned with the person you deserve. That happened to me. And I haven't said anything about it yet, but I manifested my soulmate. And this is a different experience than what I used to. All of my history of narcissistic relationships prepared me to, just a second, I'm doing a video. Okay. Prepared me to be ready. It prepared me to love myself. It prepared me to raise my vibration. It prepared me to finally say, I remember the last person I was talking to earlier. I was talking to them and I could tell that they weren't all in. They didn't really want anything serious. And I realized that in my history in the past is I really subconsciously knew that these guys never really wanted to commit. But yet I kept going for it. That's self-esteem. That's self-worth. And knowing that someone is not going to give you what you want, you set yourself up. You gave yourself that. Now, why don't you give yourself love? Why don't you say, and so when I told this guy, I said, you know what? I'm not interested. I want more. I deserve more. And I'm not about to wait around for you to make up your mind if you want to be serious with me. I was done. I gave up. And I was just like, I just want to focus on me and love myself. Not even days later, my soulmate appeared. And so I just want to tell you that love vibration is a very important vibration to have. That love vibration is the vibration that is going to help you, that self-love vibration is going to help you forgive the narcissist, recover from the narcissist, and you'll see that experience was a stepping stone to greatness. And it's an integral part of your journey. I went through some traumatizing, toxic stuff. Now that I actually found my soulmate, it makes everything worth it, every suffering worth it. And him and I, we're going to do videos because we have an amazing story to tell of how we match vibrations and stuff. But it's coming up soon. Hopefully this video, I'm going to upload it because I know I had to stop a lot. But thank you for watching. Peace and love. Namaste.